Hey everyone, this is Dave coming to you from the Gaming Cave, and today we're going to talk about B-17 Flying Fortress Leader. It's a World War II strategic bombing solitaire game from Verssen Games, and I have the second edition. And we're going to start today with the B-17 Leader expansion number 1, and that's what we're looking at here. It includes new campaigns, airfield sheets, pilot skills, counters, and more. Okay, so let me say this to start with. And if you've been on DVG's site to buy this, you'll notice that you can't purchase it right now, that they've suspended it because they found some errors in the printing of this expansion. I happened to buy mine before they suspended this. And it's missing a couple of campaign maps, and there's some other issues in the reprinting of some of the cards. So just to get this out in front of everybody, so this is going to have to be an updated once they come up. They've gone to an emergency reprint for this. So I know there's lots of people that are upset about this. I take it a little different. I'm a manufacturing person myself, and we make mistakes happen sometimes, okay? And this isn't life or death for me, it's a game. So really, I understand that DVG is out there, and I've seen where Dean Brown, who's the game designer, has responded on BGG, that they're making the corrections to this. And hopefully sometime in March, but I can't really say because I don't have a date from DVG. I haven't contacted them about this yet, that they're going to make the corrections. But because they've gone to an emergency reprint, and hopefully they're going to fly the stuff over instead of putting it on the boat to bring it back over from China when they get it reprinted, that we're going to get all the things will get corrected in it. But there's still parts of this that I can use and I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what came in this, knowing that we're going to get some corrections made. Okay, so you know what, I'm okay with it. I'm going to use what I can out of it and get used to using that. And when I get my new cards and stuff, that's great too. Okay, so it's not, all's not lost on this. It's just that we understand that there's some errata. People get upset when things aren't perfect the first time, but I'm a realist, and I understand that things go wrong sometimes, or we make a mistake, or we miss something, okay? And sometimes the person that did the proofing, yeah, they missed some things on the cards, but things like missing out of the pack, that should have come right from the supplier, okay? So let's look and see what we have here inside the game pack. Let me get it open here. All right. All right, so we'll slide it off to the side. Okay, first thing we have is a new 10-sided die. It's got the 10 is the actual plane. It's a B-17, so that's cool, and I like that. I add it to my other die pile. Now I've got two green ones, one from my Phantom expansion and now one from the B-17. We also have the deck that has bomber cards, skill cards, things like that. I'm not sure I'm going to open this just because I don't want to get it mixed up if they send a whole nother deck where they've corrected it. So I might just keep this intact for a little while, or I might dig through it and see, you know, I just don't want to get new cards and then have to replace them again. So I will look through this. One of the things they did, let me separate these. I know on BGG it's from a while ago, but Dean Brown put out, here you have the airfields. So this is Heath Airfield in Martlesham. The red are for the fighters, for the fighter groups. And so in this one, it costs you 6 SOs, and you get your promotion experience points for -1. So you can get Your fighter pilots promote faster if you use this. It's a one-time cost, so you don't have to pay it every month or it's one time once you buy it. So we have Heath that gives you that. And then just so that you have, and here's what's nice about this. Pull this back up. Your fighter group fits right on this deck, right in this spot right here. Your counter goes there. Any of your destroyed fighters, your experience points, they mark up there. If you have any equipment, if you get a commander, he goes there. Any tactics that you have. So instead of me having all this stuff piled on top of my cards and stuff, now I have a little spot to put it on next to the board. So to me, I really like this. This is kind of nice. So we have Heath Airfield, we have Boxstead Airfield, and it's a 0 and there's nothing special there. So if you're not wanting to spend points, you have a place that you can put your fighter group without any cost. Same thing with Debden Airfield, no cost. East Wretham Airfield, and you English guys, I'm just kind of got a little bit of Southern to me, so I may be butchering up your names, but you know that's what I'm going to go with. Kings Cliff Airfield. This one costs 10, but you gain 2 on your fighter range. So this is a big one if we're going into Germany. Okay, so for the French airfields and stuff, yeah, we don't need it. But for the German, we start going into those German targets, we're going to need this one. Gives us more fighter range. And then, of course, there's a second one for Heath that's a 0 cost. So if you don't want to pay for the other one, you can still get this at 0. Okay, so those are nice. That's the fighter. And then we have the same thing for the bomber airfields. Okay, same layout, which again is going to hold the cards. That's really nice, so I don't have them scattering, and it's got all their parts to them. This is North Hampstead Airfield. It's a cost of 0. Here's Thorpe Abbott's Airfield. It's a cost of 8, and I gain +2 tonnage to my bombers. That's nice. So like your B-17s that can only carry 6 tons, this gives them 8 tons in their bombs now. So I get more out of that one. That's worth it when you're bombing. Bury St. Edmunds, no cost. Thurley Airfield, again, no cost. Shovelston Airfield, and no cost. Hardwick Airfield, no cost. Molesworth Airfield, this is a cost of 5, and the tech is Azon, June of 43. I think there's another one there. Airfield, no cost. Denethorpe Airfield, it's a cost of 5. You get replacements, 1 per week. So that's nice if you're, you get those free replacements there. Well, you don't have free, you paid for them, but Bassingbourn Airfield, cost is 5. The tech is GB, starting on 4 June in 43. Little Walden, no cost. Shipdham Airfield, cost is 8. Your bomber range went up +2. That's nice. Again, for getting your B-17s a little farther out there. Ridgewell Airfield, no cost. And then Alconbury Airfield, SO cost is 6, and your incendiary bombs are +1 to air to ground. So those guys are going to have a better chance with incendiary bombs. All right. So I'm really looking forward to using those. I think those are going to be great to add. They also provided a victory point and SO tracker, so you can put your markers on here and track where you're at. Takes away from the paper log some. So a lot of guys, I actually use a spreadsheet that tracks all mine, but this is kind of handy if you're not using something like that where you don't have to have the paper log. You can keep it on there. The danger, of course, is if you bump it and you move everything, but hopefully that won't happen to you. So this is pretty neat. They gave us the Eastern Front campaign. I know this will be kind of busy and a little harder to see. This is March of 45 to April of 45, and it gives you all the special rules, a Soviet political track here, evaluation, your campaign info, your initial groups, so how many you're going to be able to get. Okay, so that's for the Eastern Front. They also gave us the World War II European Theater Operations ETO bombing campaign. This is August of 42 to April of 45. So this is the whole campaign. So this is the one where you start, you can see some of the detail here for 1942, 43, 44, and 45. And then notes for each one of those years and the new technologies as they come on. What you're going to need for victory points to win, and then all your special rules. So this is the full campaign. So this is really, I like this one. When I go to do that, I don't know that I'll film it because that'd be that'd be a lot of campaigns. It'd be kind of interesting to see what we get there. Okay, so 2 new campaigns there. They gave us the Eastern Front campaign, city bombing. So these are the maps that we're missing, or the city bombing. Okay, so when they make that, when they fix their errata, they're going to provide these. I do know that on BGG there's a link that you can get the PDFs here for these that you can go in and print these off. So if you want to start playing them, you can, and I might do that later on. But this is your rules, as you can see, for the H2X bombing, the incendiary bombing, target damaged and destroyed, your fighter group strafing, which I believe that's another problem. There aren't, some of these cards may be missing for our fighter group strafing. Strafing the target, and then your attack run option. So he actually provides a new table here to make your attack run if you want to do normal, if you want to level, lay down, offset attack, press the attack, bombard, precision delivery, and on the wire. So there's gains and losses, you know, and risk, and that's the cool thing about this game. And then group skills. So we get new skills, and then expend keywords. So the group skills: timely, mechanics, lead bomber, focus, full throttle, brave, and fresh eyes. So there are new skills that can be purchased. Okay, so that's our new skills and our campaign maps. And then the new counters for the 94th, 95th bomb group, 381st, 384th, 390th, and then your fighter groups, the 364th, 355th, and the 4th fighter group for escorts, and 4th fighter group here, escort. So these are the escorts: 357th, 359th, 20th, 31st fighter group, 4th, 55th, 56th, and 78th. Okay, and then some more hits. So that's always good to have those. Some more bombs to bring up. Some more German commanders to fight against. That's neat. And then our experience points for the trackers. Okay, SO and victory points. Timely, full throttle, okay, shaken. Those are nice markers to be able to put on your counters. Okay, and then the backside: destroyed, the bombs, the theaters for the Mediterranean, USSR. Okay, unfit. Okay, so, and these are the typical counters. You can see they're got a nice thickness to them. They're going to punch out really easy. They've got the rounded corners already. So typical DVG Games. I like their counters. They're really nice. They punch out well. Like I said, we have the die that came, and then we have the cards, which I don't think I'm going to open right now. I think I'm going to wait, and then if I use them, I can show them during the game what we have there. So really, I think it's a nice expansion. I know there's a couple issues with it. I know everybody's getting upset about it, but you know, come on guys, it's just a game. So I know we pay money for it. I know we spent, you know, I spent $40 plus my shipping on it, and I expect it to be right, and you know, we all do. But let's not, you know, I still enjoy the game. I really like this game. You have to think about it when you play it. So, you know, this is, I'll just wrap this up. It's been, you know, 15 minutes. I don't want to rant about it. I really like the fighter fields and the bomber airfields. I think that's going to add a nice touch and a way to keep control of my cards while I'm playing with. I got them laid out here and who's doing what. So, you know, this is a what's in the bag expansion number 1 for B-17 Flying Fortress Leader, and then we'll set up the game and we'll see what we can use out of the expansion. And I know for sure we're going to use the airfields to get started with, and I'll look through the deck here and we'll see what we have. So I look forward to you joining me when I'm playing the game. And then if you, as always, if you like what I'm doing, you know, you can subscribe. I really appreciate it. And if you like the video and what we're doing, give me a thumbs up. You know, those things help the site. And then, you know, we're slowly growing. This will be my second game to video. So I look forward. Hope you like what we're doing, and we'll see you later. Thanks.